Welcome back to the Hogs of War Let's Play, and we've got another long one. It's the beefiest beefer of the Let's Play. It's a really long part. But unlike Achilles' heel, we are getting quite a bit done in this part, so at least it's not all bad. But what is pretty bad is this mission. It's really annoying. I don't like it. And this took quite a lot of attempts, actually. I think this mission took the most attempts, but that was partly because of a couple of issues and a couple of recording problems too. I almost did it actually on one attempt, and then the pig I killed blew up just close enough to one of my weak pigs to kill him, which was a big shame. So I fortunately had to do this again. I am using the wall climb to make this mission a bit easier though, just knocking that pig off the wall so he can't use the pillbox that's nearby. Fortunately I didn't quite kill him, but... So what makes this mission so difficult is we're against a scout, two gunners, I think, or are they bombardiers? I think they're gunners, and a hero. And the hero is in the little shelter that's near us, and then the two gunners are in the artillery. And what makes this mission so difficult is you are kind of on a time limit.
They are forcing me to do this. I'm sorry.
You have to kill the hero, destroy the two artilleries, pick up all three medals. There's a medal for each artillery and a medal for the hero. And then kill all the remaining pigs. In I think you have a turn each for each pig. And if you don't do that, if each pig has had 2 turns, I think after then reinforcements drop down. So I think it's 10 turns then, because if it's 2 for 5 pigs. Reinforcements drop down, the 2 commandos, and at that point you don't really want to be dealing with them. You're best just restarting probably and trying to finish off the mission without them. Now, one thing that makes the mission quite a bit more annoying is picking up some of the medals and some of the other things takes time. Oh, he slipped. It can take quite a bit of time. It can use up your turns, which would be useful for taking out enemy pigs. Now you want to get the hero out of his shelter as soon as he can, so he's not just waiting in there using his airstrike. It might make him think a bit more differently. Also, he could use his airstrike, but he might hurt himself, which is better than using his airstrike and not hurting himself. There is a crate in the corner with 3 airstrikes, and that can be pretty useful to use. I don't really end up using that crate, I don't think, in this run. But one thing you have to be mindful of is the enemy. Sometimes if they're weak, or if you blow them up near there, they will actually go pick it up and use it against you.
Won't know what hit him. Oh, you're dead, goofball.
Although, because I used the cluster grenade on the shelter, nearly took it out, used the jetpack to blow it up, it meant that hero was actually down quite a bit on his health. He only had 80 and we managed to take him out. So no airstrikes on us. That definitely makes things a bit easier. Fortunately, because I didn't wipe out this scout though, he is going to go jump in the pillbox, the artillery, and we're going to it's not going to matter too much because we're taking out the artilleries anyway. Like, we have to, so all it means is the artillery is going to still be firing at us. If you blow it up with him inside, he's going to die straight away, so
that?
It's not too much of a problem.
Out.
Would that be me you're after?
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pick up this medal. There's two ways to do it. You can climb up the wall. I think you still need to use a jetpack. And you have to run straight down that wall without stopping until you get to the patch of snow. If you hesitate at all, if you stop for even a moment, you'll slip, you'll fall, you'll go straight in the mines, you'll die. So I am going to land on this airstrike crate, make sure they don't get it, might not use it, who cares. Just as long as they don't have it. Okay, so they are gunners. I think
this is going to be very, very
I think this does go straight into that pillbox up there. Yeah, thankfully that is a little bit of a barrier for our pigs waiting in here, and I still have this airstrike so I can wipe them out. It is actually better to put the airstrike, like plant it between the two artilleries instead of focusing on one, because the missiles are pretty narrow and they drop at an angle, which means you only get like one missile on landing on an artillery if you aim it directly on top. Whereas if you aim it on like that, you'll get maybe two on an artillery, and if not, it's wide enough so you'll get one missile on both ends of the airstrike to land on artillery. So instead of getting one missile for both artilleries or two missiles for one artillery, you're getting two missiles for two artilleries.
for Uncle freaking Sam.
Now to those with a good eye, you might have noticed that we're currently fighting in the snow, but the map showed grass, and you might have noticed like it showed snow I think in the last level, but we were fighting on grass, and it actually happens in some other maps too. I think either some of the levels are going to be done in different order originally, maybe when they planned it out, or they just made the map and then realized, oh wait, we need to make it in a way where they progress
Did I mention that
from
I'm
mission
going to
from like island to island between missions. So like,
What shall I do?
for example, if or for example, the final mission on this island is also a snowy one, but I think the map points to a desert. But they couldn't have the desert level come third, because then that would mean you'd be walking away from the Isle of Swill, and then you'd have to walk, like, that would mean you'd be walking through a territory you've already claimed, and I think the idea is we're not turning back at all in this on this journey. The kids have been good, so we're not turning the car around. And I guess they don't want to swap the missions around because
Only louder.
because they've already determined which pigs you'll be up against and stuff like that. They don't want to.
Yes, sir. What's that?
Otherwise, they'd probably have to rebalance things, because it'd be too difficult, some missions, because obviously you'd be against harder opponents. But then swapping them around for easier opponents might make that mission too easy because of just its sort of innate design.
Up
So we got one artillery left. It's causing us a bit of trouble with
your
probably won't blow it up unless if we get a super lucky shot, which we didn't. Sometimes when you fire at an artillery, I think it's because it hits the little bit of the top that juts out. When an airburst blows up, its little explosions can blow up immediately as well, because they all hit like this ceiling hitbox, and that'll do like a horrendous amount of damage. But unfortunately, that's not what we got. Now, if we're lucky, we'll be able to take out the other gunner, and then with that, we'll. Oh, a little bit of extra damage there. Sore bums will be had.
Did you just hear like a very loud bang?
So now we have to make sure we can take out this gunner fast enough and pick up the medal, which
Ain't this, you
is
freaking freaker?
you frickin' fricks. I didn't realise we were against is it Sammy the Sonic fan? I can't remember his name. He's just that screaming kid with the glasses. Or maybe everyone gets more than 2 turns. Maybe it's 3 turns. Maybe it's everyone gets 3 turns, and then the nasty commandos appear. Either way, we just gotta take out Chucky in one more hit, and we should be good.
Hey, do you want this? Do you? You want it?
So is that Chucky from Child's Play, or is it Chucky from Rugrats? I'm not Tommy's Trotters. I figured, yeah, let's finish him off with the sword. Don't really get to use the sword much. It's a cool looking weapon. Just wish it did the same knockback as the cattle prod, because I think the cattle prod still does a little bit more. But with that, a very annoying mission, one that would normally, well, it did when I was recording this, but even more so when I was younger, would cause me so much trouble, is it's done. Definitely that wall climb and knocking that pig off the top definitely helped a lot, because that's both those things are things I didn't used to do. But yeah, now we can get another hero. So Shrek, yeah, now the hero that Jennifer Saunders needs as she sings in her fairy godmother red dress. But yeah, this mission's got a lot of medals available. Hey, 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 it's time to get some crazy medals. Are you ready? Here we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Fortunately, there aren't any taxis in this game, but the deal with this mission is we're against 4 heroes, and there are a lot of promotion points to grab. Now, you've got to be careful with these heroes, because obviously they're going to use their airstrikes. So you have to make sure that they don't just wipe out your team, especially seeing as you have 3 pigs that don't have airstrikes. Now I believe if you don't use an airstrike for a while, particularly on this mission, they won't use theirs for a while too. So you can actually wait till your pigs are a bit more spread out before this happens, but because Hagrid here has taken 250 health, because I've sent him straight to get that medal, he's going to take the first hit, but he's got plenty of health to survive it. And then we can focus on moving our pigs out a bit more and sending more airstrikes down upon them. So yeah, we got that first medal, but there are actually 4 more to collect. And these come from killing the heroes themselves. On a hill there's a spot where 4 medals will drop. 1 drops for each hero that you kill. But obviously when you kill the last hero, the mission ends. So what you have to do to get this extra medal is position your pigs, because the medals drop in a diamond shape, you position a pig where the last one will drop. And if you do it right, when the last medal drops, it'll drop on your pig and you'll collect it, and then the mission ends. Now the game doesn't intend for you to pick up this last medal. The reason why it's there in the first place is because each medal is tied specifically to a pig, rather than like just a medal being tied to a pig dying. It's for each pig dying, for a specific pig dying. So it's like if we were to imagine a diamond. Say you kill the 3rd pig in on their team, like their 3rd hero. The medal that would drop on the, say, like the right side of the diamond would drop. But say you killed the 4th pig, maybe it would drop on the left side, like. It'll drop on the left side. It's not tied to the first pig you kill drops on the right, and the second pig drops at the bottom, and the third on the left, or something like that. So even though you're not intended to collect all the medals, and the results screen only shows 4 bonus medals instead of 5, the game still counts it. And you still get an extra promotion point, and that makes up for the one that you can't get in the Geneva Convention. So it is still possible to get a full team of heroes, which was very nice of the developers to have that oversight and let us get 1 extra promotion point. It's best to keep notes in this level and make sure you know who's used their airstrikes, so you can leave someone alive who's already used their. Maybe best to leave the drunk one as well alive, who can shoot bazookas into the wall and blow himself up a bit. Now quite often I mess this up, so I think what I'm going to go do is I do position more than 1 pig in there. I like to keep one in the spot just so I know exactly where they're going to be, and try and like leave them there. Send another pig up to collect the promotion point, and then like stand in that area as well. Just gotta be safe. Gotta make sure we get it. This did take 2 attempts, because the first attempt I was just slightly off and he didn't pick it up. But yeah, we are slowly phasing out the enemy teams, because if you realise, because they wanted to keep things in groups of 5, there's only 4 like missions on this island. So I think it's the Japanese. We aren't fighting them on this. We've completely eliminated them, sort of. I don't think this game was released in Japan, but I do wonder what they would think of it, because I'm pretty sure they really don't like pigs or don't like people being pigs? Like, isn't it like an insulting thing?
Come on, that's easy.
And I just wonder what they would think about them being represented as pigs. Maybe be like the parents in maybe they'll see it like how the thingy sees Chihiro sees it in sees her parents in Spirited Away.
Oh, I haven't kept it to this party in my
Is he gonna hit himself in the wall again? Yeah, he is.
Sure.
I really do think they've just given up now. Some hero he is. But how much health is he on? That's the important question. Can we end the mission now? Can we move on to less drunk shenanigans? And the answer to that is if I'm good enough. And I'm not good enough, so fortunately we will have to wait another turn. I'm not good enough. I think that's the main thought process that me and a lot of other people might have when doing artwork and trying to like improve. But you know, it's always important to never give up, and if you do end up giving up, you just gotta wipe out all your enemies in competition. Just like Wallace has right now with his jetpack. So a very unorthodox way to finishing off a pig. Almost showboating, I guess. And thankfully we were in the right spot, so we did get that bonus medal, the super secret extra medal that only the best Hogs of War players know about. So yeah, like I said, even though it says 4 special bonuses at the bottom, we do actually get 5. This does mean we will be able to get another hero though. And we are, I think, just a little bit short of another. I think we do get another hero. That is, or are we one short? No, we get one more hero, but we will only just get enough for our last one in this next mission. Hamburg Hill. Unfortunately, I don't think there are any burgers in this hill. Which is a shame, because I'd like a Burger King right now. So are hamburgers in Hogs of War made of ham, or are they still made of beef? That's the real question.
Yep.
So this level only gives you 15 seconds per turn. We're against I think it's like 8 or 9 pyrotechnics. I don't know, it's a lot. And the gimmick of this is there's a patch of snow, as you can see right there. It's in the shape of a pig's head. And if one of your pigs stands on it, a medal drops. So what you have to do is you have to get each of your pigs to stand on that spot in this mission to get 5 extra promotion points.
Hello, how's it doing?
but because you only get 15 seconds per turn, it's not actually possible to do in one turn. You have to have 2 turns. So you want to wipe out the enemy pigs, but you also don't want to wipe them out too badly. Otherwise, you'll kill them all off so quickly that the mission's over. You won't have time to pick them up. But it's pretty easy not to do that, to be honest.
I have no wish to
Just 2 airstrikes should be enough. You probably won't be able to
my teeth.
probably won't end up blowing up everyone. Sometimes you can get a couple of extra unintentional kills because they blow up next to each other. I think a few of those pigs just poofed. So I'm pretty sure more than 2 died.
You crave my
But it's not too bad actually, because once it's a pretty easy mission, because once you get near the enemy pigs, when you get on the snow pig face, they just start using their pistols at you. I see, I went for the 3 airstrike route. Okay, I think I'm gonna hurt myself there. Yeah, a little bit. It's a necessary sacrifice.
You try to hit me?
It is nothing.
So actually most of this mission is spent kind of being very like
As I do now.
unoffensive. That doesn't sound like the right word. I'm pretty sure these pigs are constantly swearing at the other pigs.
Ready, willing, and able.
Probably saying something really racist. Like, you look like lamb to me. I don't know what I don't know what's a racist pig thing. But yeah, you spend a lot of the turn actually not attacking the pigs. A lot of the mission just not attacking the pigs, and more so just making your way downtown, walking fast, faces pass, and you're homebound to the snow patch. Not entirely sure what the significance is of this snow patch. What makes it so important? Oh, I was able to make it though in one turn with good old Qui-Gon. I guess he used this force speed
Take this away.
that they only used once right at the beginning of the film and never ever used again in like anything. It reminds me of a funny video I saw once where it was like why Obi-Wan doesn't use force speed in the fight with Darth Maul when he like gets trapped in those lasers and falls behind and has to watch. And it shows him running super fast, but then but he runs too quickly and runs straight in the hole and falls. Another happy landing.
Does that mean me? Hey, come on then.
So yeah, we're just getting all the pigs to move right at the right to the bit of snow. Yeah, that's a funny line. We do want to make sure though it doesn't get too cluttered on that pig face, because if there's no space for your pigs to walk on it, then obviously they won't be able to stand on it and get the thing. Pig face. Who here remembers Ace Lightning? Don't really remember anything much about it. It was a strange show, but I think the concept was all right. I just remember there was a fairground. There was some early CGI people, or like a superhero guy wasn't there, and a pig guy, a rhino guy. I guess that. I don't know. I guess. Oh, we're finishing off with the sword again. Okay, fancy. I guess Bebop and Rocksteady just were really desperate for work.
It's nothing. Informed my man.
Oh, for a moment I thought that sword was being a little too fancy, and and I completely missed. I like how they look like they've like practiced it, but then like Qui-Gon's ruining it by like doing a different jump, and he's completely out of sync. I mean, he was the very unorthodox Jedi, so it kind of makes sense. That's why he's never been a hero, because he was never on the council, was he? Because of his unorthodox methods. So it all makes sense. It is all Star Wars.
As the saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is, do something about it immediately.
Okay, so now we're learning about first aid.
Stitch in time saves 9, and if it can save 10, even better.
Something that I don't know too much about. I'm pretty sure paracetamols fix everything, right? See someone drowning, just throw a paracetamol in their mouth. Don't worry, there's plenty of water for them to help swallow it.
It's all mine! All ours! I mean ours! Almost all of Sorstralasia is under our
So yeah, whatever the Major's talking about is kind of unimportant, maybe. What is important is Qui-Gon can finally get promoted. It's been a long time, but now he can do it. Oh, and also, the final mission's next, but you know, who cares about the final mission? It's just the final mission, right? Or maybe not.
Don't mess it up.
But we will be doing the final mission next part, of course. It's going to be pretty interesting on how things go down. I like to think. I'll see you then.